How's it going, everyone? This is Christian Nault alongside Neil Damani. Here we are at Avondale versus Berkley, first home swim meet for Avondale. The 200-yard medley relay is just about to start here.
This is heat 1 of 1. In lane 1, we have Avondale. Lane 2 is Berkley. Lane 3 is Avondale. Lane 4 is Berkley, and lane 5 is Avondale.
So for those of you who don't know, the medley relay consists of 4 different strokes, all swam by different swimmers. So the first will start off with the backstroke, as you see here. Then the next swimmer would jump in and do the breaststroke.
And after the breaststroke, we have butterfly. And to top it off, we have freestyle to end it.
So it looks like Berkley's in the lead, but Avondale's slowly coming up. Alrighty. Looks like Avondale and Berkley are neck and neck right now going into the butterfly.
And it looks like Berkley's starting to pull away here.
Looks like Berkley a good 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 body lengths on Avondale right now. Going in, Stone Rogers will be the anchor here for Avondale. And Joseph Leverett should be finishing here pretty soon for Berkley Bears. First place finish for Berkley. And there it is, Berkley first place. Nice swim.
And Avondale's just finishing up right now.
There's some good sportsmanship there. Gotta love to see that. All right, it looks like Avondale captures 3rd place, Berkley with 4th place. And got one more. Avondale finishes up the 200 medley relay at 5th place. Alrighty. Good swim by the boys. Good way to start this meet off.
Up next is the 200 freestyle or the 200-yard freestyle. There's only one heat. Lanes 1, 3, and 5 are Avondale, and lanes 2, 4, and 6 are Berkley.
So lane 1 here we got Richard Fawaz from Avondale. Lane 2, Stuart Craig from Berkley. Lane 3, Kendall Cunnings from Avondale. Lane 4, Caleb Duchan from Berkley. Lane 5, Colin Foltz from Avondale. And lane 6, Alex Blank from Berkley. So going into the first lap, we got, looks like Avondale's in, or Berkley's in first. So the 200-yard freestyle is an individual event where the swimmer will do a total of 8 lengths of the pool or 4 laps.
It looks like lane 5 for Avondale is catching up to Berkley in lane 4.
That's Colin Foltz in lane 5 there.
Here they are, neck to neck.
Seems to be a race right now of Colin Fultz and Caleb Bouchon. Caleb with the slight lead over Colin. Looks like Caleb Bouchon, the good body length on Colin Fultz.
Starting to pull away here.
And there it is. Your first place finisher is Caleb Bouchon, followed by Colin Fultz. Third place is neck and neck. Looks like Kendall Cunnings with the third place finish, followed by Stuart Craig. Here finishing fifth, it looks like Alex.
Alex Blank for Berkley takes fifth, and we are just waiting on Richard Fawaz, who's about to finish right here.
Alrighty. Good swim by the boys. Next up, we have the 200-yard individual medley. This is heat 1 of 1. All right, looks like we're about to start the 200 IM soon.
Just waiting here on the timers, I believe.
All right, there they go on the 200 IM.
This is event 3, the 200 IM. In lane 1, we have Darren Joback from Avondale. Lane 2, we have Jonathan Scher from Berkley. Lane 3, we have Daniel Wayne from Avondale. Lane 4 is Evan Carpenter from Berkley. Lane 5 is Charlie Connell from Avondale. And lane 6 is Colton Tyker from Berkley.
Like Berkley off to the quick lead. Looks like Berkley in first and second, Avondale third and fourth. The 200 IM is, again, 8 lengths, but this time the swimmers cycle through the 4 strokes, starting off with butterfly, followed by backstroke and breaststroke, and finishing off with the freestyle. See the turn there going into breaststroke. They're about halfway done now. Berkley again with the lead. That's Evan Carpenter, freshman.
I think his teammate is also right behind him in second place. And then Avondale is slightly behind.
It looks like Berkley here is going to finish first. That's Evan Carpenter. Pretty sizable lead right now against the Yellow Jackets.
Looks like Jonathan Scher from Berkley is also going to finish second place. And with Avondale coming in 3rd and 4th. Actually, there's someone in lane 6.
Yeah. Looks like Berkley's going to sweep this one. 1, 2, 3, all by Berkley. It's a good swim by Berkley. Charlie Connell, Daniel Wang just finished, and got one more from Avondale. So Darren here is about to just finish his final length. His teammates are cheering them on every step of their way.
Here he is, closing in on the last length.
So it looks like Berkley's gonna take the lead quickly in this meet here. They finished first in the last couple of events, so strong showing here by the Bears. Alrighty, next up we have the 50 freestyle. This is heat 1 of 3.
These first 2 heats are all exhibitions, so they don't actually count for points. And in this first heat, there is lanes 1, 2, 3, and 5 are all Avondale, and lane 4 is Berkley.
This lane here to start. So this is swimming's fastest event. It's just 2 lengths, 1 lap pretty much. This is one of the more exciting ones. Look out for Noah Burton. He was a diver last year, but I guess proved himself as a pretty decent swimmer. There he is in lane 1. Looks like Noah going into the turn takes the lead. Pretty easy win here for Noah.
Looks like Noah wins this heat.
Followed by John Boyden. 3rd place, lane 4. That's Sam Hurwitz. Looks like finishing 4th is Abu. All right, here we go for heat 2, 50 freestyle. Heat 1, we have Joey Mascoro. Lane 2, we have Tamoki Akata. Lane 3, we have Cedric J. Rivera. Lane 4, we have Brendan Smith. Lane 5, Jerome Burton. And lane 6, Sam Myers. Again, this is an exhibition heat, so it doesn't count for points. Looks like lane 2, followed by lane 4. Alrighty. So lane 5. Lane 5 into...
Looks like lane 5, lane 2, then lane 4, then lane 3, 6, and 1.
Alrighty, good win by John there. No, that was John. Sorry, that was Tomoki Akata. The first place finish. All right, this is our final heat for the 50 freestyle. In lane 1, we have Justin Van Acker. Lane 2, Matt Mancini. Lane 3, I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher that last name.
Lane 3 is Emil And lane 4 is Eli. Lane 5 is Stone Rogers. And lane 6 is Benjamin Vincent.
Oh, that's a mill. That's a mill. Looks like lane 3 and 4 pretty close right now. It's going to be a close one.
And it looks like...
Oh, man, that was pretty close to...
Unfortunately, I think our timers are broken right now, so we're using hand clocks.
So a mill and Eli with a neck-and-neck finish there. I couldn't tell you from here. But I'm sure we'll get the results soon, see who this winner was.
We'll let you know. Diving's up next, so we'll get the results shortly.
Pull your face mask down. All right. What about the chest guard? It looks loose. Is it loose? All right, what about the shin guards? All right. Okay. Here comes the heat. Bring it in. Bring it in. Good hustle.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Alrighty, here we are back at Avondale versus Berkley swim meet. We're just about to start diving. The only diver today is Berkley's Mason Allison, who's a freshman. So here he goes with his first dive. Nice dive there by Mason, awarded 4.5, 4.5, 4. Again, I am Christian Nault alongside Neil Damani. Each diver is given 6 dives. That was the first one.
Mason's second dive tonight will be 302 speed and reverse with one somersault in the top position. You're going to complete 1.6.
What was the event, or what was the dive called? And here we are. Mason's about to do a second dive shortly.
Another strong dive there by Mason. Again, he's only a freshman, so a lot of upside for that kid.
And it looks like he got 5.5 straight across the board. And saw the support from his teammates there earlier after that dive.
Berkley is a rowdy bunch. Berkley will definitely benefit from being the only team with a diver automatically scoring the first place points allotted. So. Alrighty, here goes Mason with his third dive of the night. Mason's third dive of the night. It's like 6.5, 6. Another good dive by Mason. It's increasing his score every dive.
I think you see there, right, his coach giving him some pointers for his next dive, telling him what to do better.
Mason's fourth dive tonight will be the 401C in inward dive. In the top position, the grade that compete 1.4.
Another good dive there by Mason. Scores are 5, 5.5, 5.5.
Mason's fifth dive tonight will be the 101 game in forward dive. In the straight position, the grade that compete 1.4.
It's the fifth dive here by Mason. Pretty consistent scoring so far.
Looks like he got a 4.5, 5, and 4.5.
That was Mason's fifth dive. We only have one more here. So, regardless, Berkley will get the points for the first place finish for diving. Avondale is definitely going to have to pick it up in the second half here. So they're going to want to escape the first home meet with a win.
Mason's half dive event will be a 1-2-C, forward dive, 1 somersault, in top position, greater than 1.4.
I believe this is Mason's last dive. That was his last dive, getting 4, 4, and 4.
Nice night of diving there for Mason. Gets a nice handshake from his coach. It's always nice to see. Berkley's definitely riled up about it.
And we will have another 5-minute warm-up before we start the next event, which is the 100-yard butterfly.
Hi, I'm Tony Lockard. I'm taking this class to work with technology.
Hi, my name is Sandra, and I'm taking this course because I want to learn how to produce and edit film.
Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm taking this class to learn more about behind the scenes.
Hi, my name is Nicholas. I am a music producer and a DJ, and I wanted to learn how to make my own videos.
Hi, my name is Daryl. I'm trying to take the course to have my own cooking show.
Hi, I'm Trey, and I'm taking this course because I'd like to learn how to do television shows.
All right, I'm Joseph McAuliffe, 23 years old, and I'm taking this class on account of that I like movies so much that I want to learn how to make them.
My name is Kevin, and my goal is to make the world's best crepe. Hi, my name is Chris. I'm teaching this class, and today I'm wearing a blue shirt.
We are CMNTV!
All right, here we are back at the Avondale versus Berkley swim meet, Avondale's first home meet. We're through diving. This current score is 44-24. Our upcoming event, we have the 100 butterfly. This is heat 1 of 1.
And with that score, Berkley is ahead of Avondale, 44-24.
Thank you. Didn't specify that. I'm Christian Null alongside Neil Damani. So there they go, the 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Keegan Outland for the Yellow Jackets. Lane 2, Cameron Burke for the Berkley Bears. Lane 3, Andy Zhang for the Yellow Jackets. Lane 4, Eli Folk for the Berkley Bears. Coolin Damani's in lane 5 for the Yellow Jackets, and Benjamin Vincent in lane 6 for the Berkley Bears. So it looks like going to the first lap here, we have Eli Folk, who's a junior in first place. Seeded it for a time of 1:02. Second place, it looks like Andy Zhang from Avondale. So it looks like Eli Folk will win this one pretty easily. Berkley has pretty much dominated this swim meet so far. Wins by a good 4-5 seconds. Andy Zhang coming in second. So it looks like Berkley with third. Avondale with 4th and 5th, and then Berkley with 6th place here for the 100-yard butterfly. Again, the winner here is Eli Folk from Berkley.
For event 7, the upcoming event, we have the boys 100-yard freestyle. This will be 3 heats, so the first 2 heats will be exhibition and will not count for points.
So this upcoming event, we have in lane 2, Shahraz Khan. Lane 3, Abu. Lane 4, Sam Hurwitz. And lane 5, Joey Mascaro. Lane 2, 3, and 5 are all Avondale Yellow Jackets, and lane 4 is the only Berkley Bear on this event. All right, there they go. 100-yard freestyle is a freestyle event, obviously, where the swimmers 4 lengths in total and 2 laps. This is another one of the quicker events.
And it looks like Joey Mascaro is in the lead right now.
And lane 4, followed by lane 3, Sam Hurwitz for Berkley. Nice turn there by Sam, gaining a little bit of room onto Joey there. All right, going into the final length, we have Joey Mascaro in first place, followed by Sam Hurwitz. In lane 3, I believe, we have Abu Bangura. And
looks like Joey won that heat with Sam taking second place.
So a no-show for lane 2, Shahraz Khan, MIA. So here we go in heat 2 here for the 100-yard freestyle. Coming up here in about a few seconds as we finish for Abu to finish. All right, there you go for Abu. And heat 2, we have lane 2, Alex Blank. Heat 3, Jerron Burton. I'm sorry, lane 4, Sam Meyer. Lane 5, Noah Burton. And lane 6, Tomoki Okada.
Once again, this is another exhibition heat, so this will not count for points.
Alrighty, looks like Avondale off to the quick lead there.
Looks like Noah Burton is in the lead right now.
Noah Burton followed by Jerron Burton. So the Burton brothers are taking this event, it looks like, going into the second turn.
And it looks like lane 6 is catching up. That is Tomoki Okada.
Alrighty, going into the final length, we have Noah Burton, it looks like, holding on to first place, holding off Tomoki Oh, it was a close finish. It was hard to tell for that one.
Tomoki might have taken that one with that poor finish by Noah.
Yeah. So we're going to say Tomoki took it, the first place finish there from Berkley. Going into the Heat 3 from Avondale, lane 1, we have Daniel Wang. Lane 2 from Berkley, we have Joseph Leverett. Lane 3, we have Kendall Cunnings from the Yellow Jackets. Lane 4, Caleb Duchan from Berkley Bears. Lane 5, Colin Foltz from the Yellow Jackets. And lane 6, Jonathan Scher from the Berkley Bears. Looks like Caleb Duchan is heavily favored in this one. Seed time of 57.34 seconds. And looks like he is.
After the first turn, it looks like it's pretty close.
Right.
With
lane 2, lane 4, and lane 5 seem to be duking it out right now. Looks like lane 2 going into the first turn has the lead. That's Joseph Leverett. Followed by Caleb Duchan and Colin Foltz. So going into the final turn, it looks like lane 2, that's Joseph Leverett in first place, followed by Caleb Duchan, both for the Berkley Bears, and lane 5, Colin Foltz from Avondale. Yeah, it looks like Joseph took that one. So good job by Joseph Leverett from Berkley, sophomore. Finished first. Second place, Caleb Duchan from Berkley, and Colin Foltz, third place from Avondale. Berkley continues to dominate this meet.
This next event is the 500-yard freestyle. There's only one heat.
So this 500 freestyle is pretty gruesome one in terms of the swimmers. 20 lengths in total for the swimmers, the 500-yard is. And I remember in high school, I never wanted to swim the 500. I swam it maybe 5 times. I always snake-tongued my way out of it, as I'm sure many swimmers have tried. So the brave souls line up.
At the end of each of the lanes, they got lap recorders, so they know what lap they're on.
So here we are, 500-yard freestyle in lane 1. We have John Odin from the Yellow Jackets. Lane 2, we got Matt Mancini from Berkley. Lane 3, Stone Rogers from the Jackets. Lane 4, Evan Carpenter from Berkley. Lane 5, Cedric J. Rivera from the Jackets. And lane 6, Griffin Batchelor from the Berkley Bears.
And it looks like lane 2, 3, and 4 are all pretty close so far, with lane 2 slightly ahead.
You can see Coach Justin Gray over there, first-year coach, as I've said before. Took over for Bill Swink and Pat Dodge a few years ago. Avondale has had anything but consistent head coaches for their male swim team, as well as their girls. Alrighty, quarter of the way through here, this 500-yard freestyle. Looks like Berkley's in lane 4, followed closely by Stone Rogers from Avondale. Looks like lane 4, 3, and 2 are all pretty even right now. We'll see how that shapes up.
And here you can see them waving or pumping the markers. Waving, it means keep going at that steady pace, while pumping, it means pick up the pace. So as you can see in lane 5, I believe, that his partner was telling him to go faster.
Often the swimmers will talk to their counter, as they call them, before the race, letting them know what kind of split times they would like. So the counters will keep an eye on the clock and gauge how the swimmer's pace is going. It's important to have a trustworthy counter so you can get the time you want. We still got lane 4. It's Evan Carpenter in first place, followed by Stone Rogers in third and Matt Mancini in third. Yeah, Stone Rogers in second, Matt's in third. Pretty consistent race right now. So through 7 events, seems the Bears strong showing here, taking first places in several events, even sweeping one, I believe the 200 IM.
And they're coming around the stretch. Look, he's egging him out. He's egging him out. Look at him.
So still have Evan Carpenter, first place, consistent turns, and really turns in the 500 IM, or not the 500, the 500 freestyle, very important, as they are in several events, but the 500 mostly just because there's so many of them. And if you're dropping time on your turns, you're dropping time, 20 times.
It looks like Evan Carpenter is starting to build up a sizable lead. Looks like he's starting to pull away, and he's going to end up taking this race if he keeps up the pace.
Well, this just in, we have the score through 7 events. We have Berkley Bears with the score of 65 to Avondale's 35. So Bears are definitely came prepared into Avondale's pool and showing them up really. So there you hear the bell indicating that it's the final lap for the swimmer in first place. There you see his teammate with the orange or red indicator, which means that it's his final lap as well. So Evan Carpenter with, looks like an easy win here. Not much. All right, Berkley Bears, Evan Carpenter with the first place finish. Looks like Stone Rogers with the second place here. Nice swim by Stone.
Looks like coming up third, we've got Matt Mancini.
So Berkley Bears hold two of the top 3 spots. Avondale takes one. Berkley Bears continue to build their lead over Avondale in the meet itself. Alrighty. So we're finishing up here. Looks like two more swimmers.
Got lane 6 and, nope, we got lane 5 and lane 1. Both from Avondale. We got John Odin and Cedric. Both on their final laps here. Cedric on his last length.
Alrighty, there's our final finisher for the 500-yard freestyle.
Good swim by all the boys.
Yeah. Great minds think alike.
All right, here we got event 9, the boys 200-yard freestyle relay. And there will be 4 swimmers per lane, with each of them swimming a 50 free.
This is one of the more exciting events again. You know, the fastest you'll see, with it being only a 50 freestyle. Off they go. We got Berkley in lane 2, Jackets in lane 3, Berkley again in lane 4, and Jackets in lane 5. For those at home, the center 2 lanes tend to be where the coaches put their fastest swimmers, so that's where you'll see the most competition. It looks like Avondale with a quick lead. That was a Mill with a nice split there for the Jackets.
Looks like Kendall Cunnings is second for Avondale, and Berkley's right behind. I believe that's Colin Tyker.
Alrighty, halfway here. Got Avondale still in the lead, followed by Berkley. Avondale here with a nice lead over Berkley. Going into the final swimmer. Here's the anchor. Who tends to be the fastest swimmer, or you know, the person that can really bring it home. Here for Avondale, we have Kuhn Damani, and for the Bears, we have Evan Carpenter.
And it looks like Avondale's built up a sizable lead to take this one home.
Nice swim there by Kuhn Damani to bring it home for the Jackets.
I believe that's their first event that they've won.
I believe so as well. So the relay team of Emil, Kendall, Colin, and Coolin take the W on this one. Nice swim by those boys. Avondale's first win of the night in the 200-yard freestyle relay.
Alrighty. Up next here we got the 100-yard backstroke.
Alrighty, here we go for the 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1 for the Jackets, we have Richard Fawaz. Lane 2, Stuart Craig for the Berkley Bears. Lane 3, Andy Zhang for the Jackets. Lane 4, Cameron Burke for the Berkley Bears. Justin Van Acker, lane 5 for the Jackets. And lane 6, Joseph Levert for the Bears.
Looks like Berkley's Cameron Burke is favored to win this one heavily with his time of a 108.
All right, as you see, the backstroke start is a little different than most starts. The swimmer starts in the water and springs himself backwards. I was a backstroker when I used to swim in high school, and I could tell you that gave me more problems than anything else really. It takes a lot of repetition working on, you know, getting the right arc, and getting out of the water at the right speed. No, but it does really pay off in the end. So looks like lane 4 is in first place right now. That's Cameron Burke for the Berkley Bears. Another thing with this backstroke here is timing yourself to turn on the wall. Swimmers will know their stroke count, as they say, and so they know exactly how many strokes it takes to go the length of the pool, so they turn over at the right time, otherwise they hit their head. I've done that plenty of times. So it looks like Cameron Burke for the Berkley Bears with the first place finish. Nice swim by Cameron.
Great swim by all the boys.
See nice sportsmanship there by Cameron, or actually really all of them. It's a good thing about swimming. There's always good sportsmanship. You know, you don't see that much these days. There's Cameron there. All right, coming up, we have the 100-yard breaststroke. It's our 11th event. This is heat 1 of 1.
In lane 1, we've got Keegan Outland for the Yellow Jackets. Lane 2, we got Griffin Batchelor for Berkley. We got, in lane 3, we have Emil for the Yellow Jackets. Lane 4, we have Colton Tyker for Berkley. Lane 5, we've got Colin Damani for the Yellow Jackets. And lane 6, we've got Brendan Smith for Berkley. And as you can see here, for the turns are slightly different than for all the other strokes. You're not allowed to take a butterfly kick off the wall, and instead you're allowed to pull, where you take both of your arms up when you're doing a streamline, and you pull down to get as much distance as possible before taking your first breaststroke kick.
Looks like Emil from the Yellow Jackets with a nice lead. Emil, only a freshman this year, so you know, he's going to be doing big things here for the Jackets.
Shooting for the state cut here, potentially. You can see here the timers cheering him on.
It's always good to have nice timers to, you know, push you.
And it looks like Emil won that one pretty easily.
It looks like lane 4, followed by lane 5 by. So Avondale, Berkley, Avondale. Emil takes the win. It's like Colton with second and Kuhn with third. Nice swim by those boys. Again, you see the nice sportsmanship there by Emil. Alrighty, going into the last event. Cool. Or Neil, you want to intro this one?
All right, we got the final event, and that is the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. This is pretty much the same exact thing as a 200-yard freestyle relay, but instead of swimming 50, they'll be swimming 100 for each swimmer.
See the heavy breathing by all the swimmers. You get to this point of the meet,
Everyone's
running on fumes, yeah.
Putting in their last efforts for this final event right here.
So nice start there by Berkley in lane 4. Eli Folk seems to be in the lead. Already with a nice lead, Eli Folk has, you know, built the Bears up pretty nicely here. Going into his final turn.
Does look like lanes 1, 3, and 5 are slightly behind.
Alrighty, there goes the second swimmer for Berkley. That's, let's see here, Joseph Leverett, sophomore.
Looks like lane 3's right behind him. And lane 3, we've got Colin Fultz. And it looks like they're starting to catch up.
So nice showing here by Colin Fultz to maybe pull Avondale back in this one. Still got a lot of ground to come up, overcome, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, Avondale's still down about a body length and a half, I'd like to say.
But gaining nonetheless. Colin Fultz with another, again with a strong, very strong swim here to close out the night.
It's the flip turns that get him.
All right, in for the Berkley Bears, we have Stuart Craig, as well as Andy Zhang for Avondale. So looks like Craig maybe built the lead up a little bit here. Andy Zhang doing the best he can to stay in the wake of Stuart.
It looks like Berkley's starting to pull away a little bit here as we approach the final swimmers for both teams.
So the anchors in the middle lanes for the two teams, we have Stone Rogers for Avondale and Caleb Duchamp for the Berkley Bears. We'll see how it plays out. Both swimmers are getting ready to dive in here, and it looks like Andy Zhang is caught up. Alrighty, here we go, final length. See if Stone and Caleb can give us a show here. It's like they're pretty neck and neck right now, Caleb and Stone.
And it looks like Caleb's actually starting to pull away here. But it's still actually fairly close, so.
Stone's doing his best to stay with Caleb. Nice turn there by Caleb. So it looks like Caleb, probably a body length on Stone. Let's see, going into the final length here, what these swimmers are made of. Oh, it's neck and neck right now.
Neck right now.
Caleb. You can hear the crowd going crazy. Here's the finish. Looks like Caleb with the win there. That's Berkley.
Just pulls it off.
Yeah. Awesome swim by the boys. Gave us all his show. That's all I can ask for. Well, Berkley in first place, Avondale in second, both 8 relays. Looks like lane 2, Berkley should finish here in third, followed by, no, they're still going. So it looks like lane 5 then.
Looks like Richard Fawaz in lane 5 who finished it off.
There you go. There's your
Avondale grabbing third there.
If I had to guess, I'd say the Berkley Bears came in here and took the W. Good swims by all their boys. Still, good job by Avondale, hanging with them the best they could. You know, they got a new coach, so the rebuilding process is definitely in full swing here. That is your final event of the night.
Looks like Berkley will take this one home with the W. And we will be getting the final score shortly here once we get the results finalized.
See the boys there drying off, going over to the huddle. No words of encouragement from Justin, but I'm sure he's gonna let them know that they're gonna have to pick it up. We're gonna get some more wins in the future. See the Berkley Bears definitely thrilled after a win in Avondale's pool. Justin Gray
telling them it's only the first home meet. There's still several more meets to go before leagues.
There's Berkley's farewell cheer. Most of the times the swimmers will give there's the traditional handshake between the teams. It's always nice to see that kind of sportsmanship. Again, swimming's not the most hostile sport, so sportsmanship is pretty easy. Again, great showing by both teams. Now, roughly halfway through the season, come a long way and still a long way to go. So the final score for the Berkley-Avondale meet, we have Berkley coming out on top with a score of 110-66 Avondale. Pretty good win there for Berkley. It's got to feel good. All right, this is CMNTV here at Avondale Berkley swim meet. Thanks again for watching. My name's Christian Nault.
And I'm Neil Damani.
Have a good night.